It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Winston. Complete, it's Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Strong coverage by Carolina. And 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Winston. This one into the hands of Burton. He is in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. They'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Winston. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This pass into the arms of Snead. Well, they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Saints 14, Panthers 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return on this one. It's a fair catch, a single for and take it.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
21-yard line.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2nd and goal.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
And ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Third and long for Winston. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
A gain of 32.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Carolina.
DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get us.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
And both defenses back on their heels. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Following the interception, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down, Winston. It's complete to Snead. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 15-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Winston. Snead's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw again. Winston to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Willie Snead. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lutz is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets them 3 more.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Winston. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A 10th carry for Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. It's a window and over. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with it in eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Winston. And he's got his man, that's Snead. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Lots of look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
makes the score Saints 34. Panthers 28. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return
offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Thompson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got Snead. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 23 yards on the play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
15-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints have retaken the lead. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
42. Panthers 35.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the Panthers.
Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Now at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with time running out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
43. Saints 42.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He finds his man Johnson, and now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for New Orleans, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.